Found Music Uncovered is a show about local musicians created by Lowcountry High School students. This is Noteworthy Production.
When This Is Noteworthy was presented to us, I kind of looked at it as basically a dream come true, like a way to showcase what I love and what has been such a huge part of my life forever. And I'm just so excited that I'm here and I'm able to do it, and I can get, you know, stuff that I've worked on and stuff that I'm proud of out there. My segment is to have the episode's artist come in and do a version of their song with a specific parameter, and these parameters could be like playing with a non-musical instrument, but it's a cover of one of their songs. So they kind of get to show off one of their songs as well as their creativity at the same time.
Last night, for the thousandth time, I picked up the phone, just the way that I do. And this time, I hope it's the last time I pick up the phone, just the way that I do when I'm all alone. Yeah, 'cause I let it ring. Nobody's home, what a stupid thing. I just can't let you go, but if I showed up at your door in the middle of the night, would you let me in and would you let me make it right? 'Cause I've been feeling so lonely without you, and now I know for sure, without a doubt, you are the one. Baby, won't you let me in? It will be alright. Let me in. Oh, just one more night. Let me in. Just the way that you do when I'm all alone. Yeah. And I just can't handle it, the way you say my name and the way that you tell me it'll never be the same. How can you tell me that you don't want to meet up? Somebody please help me. I just can't give you up, but if I showed up at your door in the middle of the night, would you let me in or would you let me make it right? 'Cause I've been feeling so lonely without you, and now I know for sure, without a doubt, you are the one. So baby, won't you let me in? It will be alright. Let me in for just one more night. Let me in, just the way that you do when I'm all alone. Yeah, yeah. And you got me questioning everything I do, and wondering if I can make it through another sleepless night. Won't you let me make it right? If I showed up at your door in the middle of the night, would you let me in or would you let me make it right? 'Cause I've been feeling so lonely without you. Oh, now I know for sure, without a doubt, you are the one. So baby, won't you let me in? It will be alright. Let me in for just one more night. Let me in, just the way that you do, baby. Let me in. Let's start. Ow.
Guys, that was amazing.
Thank you.
With the broom, and you guys pulled the box together, and the golf club.
The golf clubs really made it. Yeah.
That was awesome, guys.
Thank you.
I love this Noteworthy because the varieties of things of music, media, and just me being in it and being productive, I guess. My segment is More Than an Album, is where I review albums with a group of people and we share our opinions. Hello, my name is Desron Dorsey, and this is segment More Than an Album with our special guest Mae Campbell reviewing her new album called Phone Home. Today, I was listening to Phone Home, those 5 songs, and to me, what I personally like was Tightrope.
Thank you.
And I was thinking, what inspired for those 5 songs, I guess?
Ooh, I think the biggest thing about the 5 songs is that they're all written at different, like very different times. So they all sonically are very different. Tightrope, I believe, was the last one we wrote for the album. So it kind of came. Our drummer Ben got this roll-in pad for an early Christmas present, and we started messing with it, and there's that very distinct synth pad that's on there. So we started with just that, and that's all we had, and we figured out kind of what the key was and what notes were in it, and we built the whole song off of that one little pad synth. So it was pretty fun. It was difficult, but it was fun.
Yeah, to me that was the one that was like catchy to me, just not in my head, because I'm really just like a rap kind of person.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, that one definitely is like the grooviest of all of them. Yeah, for sure.
When I was listening to Up and Down, it really like made sense for each track, and like just how it just goes down makes me sometimes feel when I listen to it.
Oh, feelings. Uh-oh. That's not good. I'm just kidding.
But it just made like when you were recording these songs, how did you figure out the order of this?
You mean for the track list? So that's actually a really good question, because we recorded them all pretty much out of order. We actually started with Evergreen. That was the first song that we did for the EP. And we recorded it kind of just because we thought we had this really good song that we wanted to make sure we got down before any of us forgot what we were doing on it. So we had that one for a while there before we started working on the rest of the EP. So I don't know. I think I kind of personally like to try and tell a story with the order of my track lists. So I try and give it like as well as a lyrical flow, like sonically. I try to put them in the best order possible that sounds the best to me. So.
Well, if you could rate this EP, what would you rate it?
Oh, I mean, I would have to give it 5 stars, because if I didn't say that, then that would just, what would be the point of me being here with you today? I mean, it's the best thing I've ever done, which is what I'm going to leave it at, because you can take that either way.
Well, me not really listening to genres like that, I would rate it a 5 also.
Oh, thank you.
And it was really good. I could listen to those 5 songs.
Good. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. You could stand to listen to them. Okay. I'm so glad.
Well, my name is Desron Dorsey, and this is Mae Campbell, and this is More Than an Album.
This is Noteworthy has been a great opportunity for me, because it's really taught me a lot about the process of making a TV show, which I didn't know anything about before, and I feel like I've learned exponential things about it. It's really interesting because I'm going to be a journalism major next year. I really think that it's going to help me in my future endeavors. So my segment takes a deeper look into the lyrics of a person's song, into more like where these words are coming from and why they're writing this, and if there's a story behind it, or just how they made this song the way it is and why.
We had a 7-piece total band over the summer, and pretty much all throughout last year, a lot of us from Magnet and School of the Arts kind of got together and decided that we were really liking what we were doing. So we went on tour last summer and just played with each other almost every day. So it became a really tight-knit group. You know, we pretty much went everywhere together and did everything together. And then when, you know, most of them went off to college and I stayed home to pursue music, it was a really difficult change and it was hard to get used to. So I think it's more dedicated to the feeling of home, as in my friends, my close group, rather than an actual place. When Ben and I wrote this song, we started with this little riff. And we kind of just built off of that. We really liked the sound of it, and so we tried to build lyrics off of the melody, which is usually our process. Sometimes it's the other way around. We'll start with one line that we really like and try to work it into a chorus. But actually, the one line that we started with this song didn't even make it into the final song. So sometimes it changes, but we usually start with a little melody line. I think a lot of people go through times like that where they're nostalgic and they want to go back to something that they had once. So I don't know, Benzo was talking about how the best songs are sad songs that are upbeat, because even though they're sad, they kind of like motivate you and energize you and kind of inspire you. So I think that's probably the best description of it, is just trying to get back what you had at one time in your life.
Waiting on the airplane, checking the time. I've been looking for the right words, fishing for a line for you, one I haven't used. And I'm sitting in coach, but I'm feeling first class. On my way home, don't have to ask what for. You know what for. And I know that I'm to blame. Back on your street for the first time since I found my way out, but I caught a glimpse of you. I swear you caught it too. But I'll make it up to you if you tell me what to do. So breathe in and reach out for me once more. Let's relive the nights we had before. If I could just phone home one more time, these little seconds could be hours to realign. Quiet lies on the telephone, telling how a dirty road doesn't feel like home to me. Come on to me, 'cause I like the sound of us. Don't you dare get on that bus, 'cause it's you and me or bust. What do you say? Breathe in, reach out for me once more. Let's relive the nights we had before. If I could just phone home one more time, these little seconds could be hours to realign. So breathe in, reach out for me once more. Let's relive the nights we had before. If I could just phone home one more time, these little seconds could be hours to realign.
This is Noteworthy. It's awesome to be like in a group with and stuff like that, and just working together with different people that you never met before and just getting to know them and getting to know how everybody works. My segment is the band is sitting in a car just like in a different area, just close together and just asking questions about like who promotes them, or weird questions like what's the weirdest thing you ever weighed in high school or something like that.
Hey, my name is Antoine. Welcome to Where They At Though. We are sitting in the car, and I with my guest today,
Ryan.
Ben.
Haley.
And Ian.
Hey guys, I'm gonna ask y'all like a whole bunch of questions real quick. It'll be like rapid fire. So
All right. Sounds good.
Start off with you. But pretty much all y'all gonna answer the same question. So like
start with Ryan so we can think of what we're gonna say. Throw him under the bus first. Yeah.
All right. How y'all became a group?
Well, that's a great question. I started out playing with them a little over a year ago now, and you know, I hadn't picked up my violin too much after high school, and then she finally asked me to start playing since she lost her current fiddle player. So that was great news for me, obviously. I got to start playing a lot with them, and we've played a lot of big gigs since, so I'm glad that I was able to join them.
Nice.
I have been a part of Haley's musical career for longer than she would like it
This
to
is
be.
true. This is so true.
Yeah, so we started doing little things when I was in 8th grade, and then she called me a year ago and was asking me to be in her band and play drums for her, and I was like, okay, sure, why not?
Wow, thanks. I'm so honored. Yeah, like he said, I've been playing with him since about 7th grade. I was in 7th grade. We're not what we are now. But
That is true.
That is very true. We played a lot of gigs where it was Ben on a 3-piece drum set and me with a guitar. This one we picked up along the way from the academic magnet high school.
I was hitchhiking.
He was, and we felt really bad. And then he had a guitar, so we were like, I mean, why not?
Come on in.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm the late arrival.
Yes.
Okay, how does it feel to work with a teacher?
Oh man, it's great. Considering that I came from that campus, it makes it even more special, especially since he knows a lot of the people who brought me to where I am today.
Yeah, Ian Grimshaw is the coolest teacher you'll ever meet. It was really funny because when he came the first day, we all sat down and we were like, what are we gonna call him?
That's what I was
We're gonna call him Ian Grimshaw, Mr. Grimshaw. So when he came in and he first introduced himself as Ian, we were like, okay, this is gonna be chill.
This is gonna be alright. Yeah, I would say it's very intimidating at first. Now, well, I'm used to him. I was used to him being my boss, so it's interesting to have the tables turned.
Yeah.
Get to crack the whip every once in a while.
I'm gonna change it up for you since you're the teacher. So
Okay.
therefore, how you feel working with students?
I love it, man. These guys are like my fountain of youth. So it's an honor and a privilege, and there's all kinds of levels and depths to that because I did teach these two. They were in my class, and now we're a direct extension of education outside of the classroom, but in the most fun way possible. So, yeah.
Sweet. Let's get out the music world and go into some history things.
Sounds
What's the weirdest thing you did in school in general, from middle school, high school, elementary?
I wore a onesie, a cow onesie, for a whole day.
Classic.
For Generation Day
Yeah.
again. Generation Day is weird.
Generation Day gets weird.
It gets weird. I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
This is gonna be good.
I was such a good kid.
Sure.
My one weird thing, mine was completely accidental. I remember one time, I was in the 8th grade and I wasn't eating properly. I don't know, I didn't eat lunch that day, or so I probably didn't eat breakfast either. But I remember standing at my friend's locker, and it was winter time, and I had my winter coat on, and I was waiting for him to go catch the bus, and I was like, dude, hurry up, it is getting so hot in here. I started getting really hot, and I got really lightheaded, and I thought I was going to pass out, but instead of just sitting down or something, I just took off running, and I have no idea to this day why I did that, but I ran to this random teacher's classroom, and she was sitting behind her desk. It was after school. She was grading papers on. And I must have blacked out while I was running, and I ran smack into her blackboard. And my buddy went running after me because he was like, why are you, he was chasing me down the hall. So he basically gets in the teacher's classroom, and she looked up, she's like, were you chasing him? And I'm knocked out, laying on the ground. They had to call the nurse in, and when they woke me up, I had a black eye.
Oh my goodness.
It was very embarrassing, so I'm glad I put that on tape.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Ryan.
Well, I went to school of the arts, so there's weird stuff going on every day.
That's true.
But yeah, I think it goes back to what Haley said. Spirit Week. I went dressed to school as a zombie one day. That's probably the weirdest thing I did. Yeah. They always, you can basically dress like whatever you want at SOA because everyone dresses weird. But
All right, that's the end of it right there. Thank you so much for having y'all here.
yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Awesome, fantastic. See you.
Karaoke time.
So I was doing my thesis, and Heather is my mentor, and she introduced me to this program through my thesis, and I'm very, very glad she did. It's really cool. My segment is the band performance segment, and so we're gonna have a band come in, and they're gonna choose, previously I've chosen their top 3 songs that they're gonna come in and play. And so I'm gonna interview them in little spurts throughout their performance, but the main focus is on them giving a performance of their best 3 songs that they have.
This song is called Curiosity. I'm gonna find my way back home between the rivers and the road. It's too long I've been on the run, chasing down every setting sun. So if you see me passing through, just know I'm coming home to you. Between the hills I lost my way, so fill my eyes with yesterday. I left with just your winter coat, and I love you lost in my throat. I screamed it at the crashing waves, and they returned with just your name. I threw my lasso at the moon, but pulled it tight a bit too soon. He got away and left me here, too numb to even shed a tear.
All right, well, welcome you guys. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. So my first question is for Haley, and I know you've been recording in Nashville, so I wanted to know what your experience was like just being there and recording with Lado Miller.
So when I recorded in Nashville, I did my first album there, which was super country and studio band and all that good stuff, which was a really cool experience. And when we started working here in Charleston, we started working at Truphonic Studios over in West Ashley, and Vlado Miller, who's actually like a world-class mastering engineer. He's mastered Kanye West, Shakira, Celine Dion, Michael Bolton, like everyone, Frank Ocean too. I know everyone loves that album, the one album he made. But so when we started working over there, we found out that, you know, he masters from just a tiny little room with a whole wall of speakers, and we actually got him to master our single Phone Home. So that was a really cool experience. I actually just kind of got to go into the studio with him the other day and hang out with him, so to speak, which was very intimidating, but he let me kind of watch a little bit of the process and listen to the song played through his speakers and like the before and after and all that. So it was a really cool experience getting to work with him. He's definitely the top of the game, so it was really cool.
Next up, for Ben, if you could collaborate with any other artist, who would you choose and why, living or dead?
That's actually pretty easy. I've been talking to a lot of people about this. If dream would be working with Kevin Parker of Tame Impala. He's visionary and my supreme idol at the moment. Everything he puts out is amazing. Whether he's creating it or producing it, he's just the best. Tame Impala all the way.
Ian, what is your favorite venue that you've ever performed at, and what would be like your dream venue, one that you haven't been to yet?
My favorite venue, probably most recently at the music hall with these guys, because we did that for the CD release party, and that's Charleston's gem of venues. It sounds amazing in that room, and we all had tons of room on stage, and it was really, really fun. As far as a venue to play that would be my dream venue. Maybe the Ryman Theater in Nashville, because it's such a legendary theater that so many people have played. So just to stand on that stage would be cool, knowing the history of everybody else who's been there.
Thank you. And Ryan, what was the first concert you ever attended, and what was that like for you?
They're gonna have a kick out of this one. It was Brad Paisley. Right here in the North Charleston Coliseum. I'm a big country music fan, so I try to make it out to everyone here in Charleston. But that was my first concert. Yeah, it was a fun one. It was a really good one.
Solid concert. If you had to do something other than music, entirely give it up, what would you do?
I majored in music in college, but I had this amazing teacher that was a religious studies major, and if I wasn't so far along in my college career, I probably would have done something in the philosophy religious studies realm, which is gets you the same job as a music degree, which is not really any jobs to speak of other than maybe teaching it. So I'd probably be a religious studies teacher.
All right. Anyone else want to answer?
Yeah, I got one. I really like driving people around. I get a big kick out of it, so I'd probably either want to be a bus driver or an Uber driver. Yeah, I mean, it's just my other calling, I've decided. So if music doesn't work out, I'm going Uber.
If I had to give up music, I would probably just have to do what I continue to do other than music, and that's be a bug man. So I'd be doing a lot of pest control.
I did not expect that. I didn't say at all. Thank you guys for doing this. Yeah, thanks.
I want to go to college for film, to work with everybody. It's pretty cool because I don't really like teams, but I like this one. This will help me a lot in college. And this is More Than an Album with Dez.
This is so bad. I can't. Okay. I keep forgetting what I'm going to say.
What's better than hearing artists talk about their backstories? Line, but hold on.
Can you whistle? I cannot whistle. I'm not a fan whistler.
You want to whistle it?
I mean, I don't know about sweeping and whistling, man.